face for that story too.
There you go.
Okay, we have an exciting day today, and we are back with Julie. I got to watch how I get this up here. Julie Blackman. She is the author of this wonderful book, Lizzie Learns Cats and Lizards Can Be Friends. And we will have with us Buffie Biddle. She is the illustrator of all these oh my goodness, let me get this right. Beautiful images in this book. It has just been so fun to work with it. So you two ladies, congratulations on being here, because this has been a teamwork that has made a beautiful work of art come to life. And it is truly a gorgeous book. So tell us, Buffy, you're the illustrator. Tell us about the process. I guess first we should go talk to Julie.
Yeah.
And ask Julie, how did you find Buffy, and what was your processes of how did this your vision come to life when you found her?
Sure. Yes. So I had sent out requests for editors initially, and Buffy had responded to it, and I did an interview with her. And at the same time, she shared with me that she was also an illustrator. So it became this wonderful bonus to have two components that could be done with the book at the same time. But what I found with my interview with Buffy was that we automatically connected. It was just straight away. It was just so easy to just talk to. It felt like we were actual friends from before. It was just so easy and smooth just to talk to each other. And that made the whole process, I would say, just beautiful and very easy to work with, Buffy.
Good. Well, like talk to you on the phone. I'm like, okay, I want to work with this lady.
So Buffy, when you first met Julie, how did the inspiration come about as far as what, because this could have gone a lot of different directions as far as how this book actually turned out. So what are your processes when you first meet a client that's got the vision for a book?
Well, I like to talk to the client and see what their vision is, get their ideas and share my thoughts on the project that I'm working on. And as I mentioned, I like to read the manuscript before I take on a job or, get a feel for what, to see if we're going to work well together. And I find that you have better luck if you do it that way. There has to be some kind of chemistry with the author, especially with the work that I do, with the handwork. So I don't do CGI or anything like that. All of my work is done by hand. So
that's amazing.
So the first thing I have to do is talk to me, or that way, sorry, Julia, and find out what her ideas are and everything. Like reading the story, when I first read the story, I had almost no editing to do whatsoever because it was really perfectly written at the beginning. There were like a couple little things, but nothing major. And so illustrating pretty much went the same way. It was easy. And she was kind of like, just do it. Here's the pictures of my cat. And we talked about her cat and my cat and my father's cat and everybody's cat at nonstop like it was. It's like kitty talk. So then with that in mind, I kind of just got to work, sketched out some things, and then we
and here you are.
You
have, I'll look at this one. Oh,
magic fingers.
I love that picture. That one is so cute.
So, the exciting part is to see when then all that hard work comes to fruition, and the day is here when the book is being bought, and there's a lot of cool activity going on. But Buffy, for the sake of those that are listening, Julie, you mentioned that you researched and found an editor. Where did you go to find it and put in a request for an editor?
Sure. I actually found Barbara on Upwork. So that's an organization whereby you can find lots of freelancers in different areas. And I just went specifically for what I was looking for, which was an editor. And then you get a whole bunch of people that will look at the query that you put out there, and then they'll respond to you. And then you can set up your interviews.
So did you have several people bid on it, or you just kind of pick and choose what you want?
I did. I had several people, and I went through, I can't even remember how many interviews. And I connected with some, but Barbara by far I connected the easiest with, and it was just a no-brainer from there as to who I wanted to work with.
What fun. And how long have you been doing work on Upwork, Julie? I mean, not Julie, Buffy. Barbara, I never know whether to call you Barbara or Buffy.
Yeah, Buffy is what everybody calls me. Barbara's like my professional name to get in the door, and then because I didn't know who Barbara was until I was in like 2nd or 3rd grade because my parents called me Buffy, so I said Buffy.
It's cute. I like it.
How long have I been doing that? About 5 years, I think.
And do you have many published works?
Of my own, I have Pura Vida Mai. Another book that I'm working on called Juice Raffi is going to be coming out as soon as I get it all lined up and everything. And then the books that I've done for other authors. I worked on a few. Barbara Jones's Love Never Dies, which was a beautiful story about losing a loved one, obviously. And I have worked with a man named Ingo Bloom on a funny story called Molly and the Mermaids. He's from Germany, and it's a wacky story, but it's really cute. And Richard Johnson, a man named Richard Johnson. I've done a couple books for him. So I've had some, but this is so far by far.
This is just so cool. I have an author that's wanting. He was a kindergarten teacher for a very long time, and he before he started with me, he said, "Well, I need to get the illustrations done." I mentioned you, but somebody at his work, he has a gym now. He doesn't teach anymore, but his storyline is kids say the darndest things, and so he got the front cover illustration done, and it is exquisite. It just fits him to the T. It's this big buff guy and this little kid saying, "I've done some dangerous things with hula hoops." It was just so darling. But he wants to kind of like the same size as this book, in more of a tabletop book, just because he's captured so many of the funny things kids say. Being a kindergarten teacher, you know how wild their imaginations are.
Oh, yeah. I worked for a long time in special education, and my focus was on children with autism. And I worked more in social skills, which involved conversation and a bunch of other things that a kid needs to learn to play with other kids and to get along in the world. And the things that came out of not just the kids that I was working with mouths, but their peers' mouths, and I would just literally like drive home every day like
Their imaginations are still so vivid at that point.
Oh yeah. And that's why I think I love children's books. And with Cats and Lizards, it was pretty. You got to have that kind of fun you have with little kids.
Yeah. Well, this book, I have been so impressed by the artwork, everything that you did. All your illustrations are gorgeous. The storyline is exquisite, and just the little old lizard in his waving of his hands, like as you say, majestically waving his hands and making magic happen.
Magic smoke, poof, poof.
Yeah.
Well, I do have the words. The words were, the story itself, Julie. Julie. When I read it, I just giggled and thought, oh my God, this is so cute, and it's so nutty and just perfect. Like it was. It's a perfect story. It really is.
It is. Well, we're delighted to be able to have this brought forth into the world, and I know there's something else coming after this, and so we're just happy. And for those that are watching, if you have youngsters in your midst, your grandkids or nieces and nephews, actually, Julie has the hardcover. I have the paperback cover. If I could get it in the picture here. And it's also available in Kindle. And within a week or so, it will also be available as an audiobook. So it just so we're excited to have all of this come to be, and really thrilled that I've got to be a part of this and seeing this story come to life. So any more comments here about what you want to say to anybody about reading this book, Julie?
Just get the book. You're going to love it. And it was definitely created with a lot of love. I know that Buffy poured herself into this, and it shows. And the storyline has got a lot of love from me too. So it's just a wonderful, heartwarming book. So I hope you will check it out.
Awesome. Very good. Well, just know that I admire you, and we'll keep on. I have a blog post and some email broadcasts and social media broadcasts that are going out too in support of this.
Great.
So let's keep it rolling.
Lovely. All right. Thank you.
Enjoy your day and celebrate.
Thank you, Becky. Thank you, Buffy.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
I can finally see your face.
Yes.
That marvelous voice and accent that I love.
There you go.
It is gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah.
All right.
All right. Bye, ladies.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, guys.